Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey with us, one big family. Thank you for your loving support, all your beautiful comments, your suggestions, your opinions. And I would like to invite you to come and join us, the beautiful queens in my private crochet group. You're more than welcome to come, be a member as long as you have a profile. You could also follow me on my crochet page on Facebook, of course, we're talking about, and Instagram or TikTok, or if you're stuck on a pattern, you could always message me faster, either through the page or my group or Instagram message or TikTok message, and I can help you out. If you haven't subscribed, for the newcomers, I hope you do so. I hope you enjoy the channel and become a member of the family with us. By hitting that subscription, you know everything is free. We work hard every day to put out these beautiful patterns for you guys. We don't ask of anything in return except thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Share if you can. Sharing is caring. And bring your friends and family along. Okay, so for most of the time I use a 4-ply 100% cotton thread. These are Portugal threads. They're called Ladybug. They're 100 grams a ball, 4-ply, similar to Aunt Lydia number 3. Aunt Lydia number 3 is a little bit thicker, so obviously your patterns become bigger. The colors don't go by name here, they go by number. Let's say this canary yellow is number 15. This purple, because of course there's so many different purples, right? Number 38. So for the most part, I use a 2.75 hook, a small one to tuck in loose ends, of course, and a pair of scissors. People, please, I know sometimes I'm in my bubble and I'm a fast crocheter and I seem to forget that I am recording, and some of you are way much slower than I am. And I sincerely apologize for that. I mean, I get beat up from that all the time, like in most of my videos, I believe. I try my best, and I'm still working very hard on it to slow down for you guys. For those reasons, I say, you could always slow down the video. I know sometimes it's a little bit tricky, sometimes even slowing down. Some of you are a little bit slower. It's hard even slowing down for you guys, and I do apologize for that. But what can I say? I do have this problem of fast crocheting. I think everything in my life is just fast. Everything runs fast. I'm always on the go. But I am trying very hard to slow it down. I think I've improved quite a bit, or at least I'm trying my best. There's no need for really rude comments on that. Whatever doesn't fit you, move on to the next one. Sometimes certain patterns are not made for us, including myself. You can't just, beat up the creator, whoever she is or he is, just because it's not working out for you. There's much worse things in life than treating people rudely. Please, be kind. People really work hard to get these things out there. And sometimes, like I said, we get on our bubbles, we make mistakes, we crochet fast, and some get bored because it's too slow. I mean, it is what it is. So I thank you for being patient with me on that. For those that, most of you are patient with it. There's still a few here and there that are quite unpolite and very rude and very demanding and very, I need this and I want that, instead of hello and excuse me and may I or can I please and thank you. I mean, politeness goes a long way. This type of education doesn't come from school. It comes from your crib. So I owe you nothing, or any other creator does not owe you anything. So don't demand and force things out of us, because that's not happening. What is going to happen is, for that type of rudeness, you will be definitely blocked from the channel. And that's what's going on at this point, blocking the rudeness out of my life and out of the channel and everybody else's life here as a member of the channel, okay, or in the group. Same issue, okay? We have zero tolerance for that. We're here as mothers of earth. Men are providers, women are mothers. They teach, they're patient, they're caring, they're loving. So please be kind. Kindness goes a long way. Okay? We're going to get started, everybody. And thank you so much for your patience and for your loving support, like I've mentioned, and for your beautiful comments. Thank you. God bless you. Okay, everyone. So we're going to do a round centerpiece doily, perfect for Christmas. And this was a special order with red and in Christmas themes. So at first I was thinking to use white for the centerpiece, but then I decided to go with the off-white, or more like tan color. This tan color, which will go perfect instead of using white all the time. It's also Christmas for sure. The tutorial's out on this. I'll leave the link below if you missed it. I've created 19 of these flowers because I think that's how much it's going to take. It could take a little bit less or a little bit more, but I've done 19 of them. And I've done the tutorial showing how the granny square is built in the back, because we're going to use the last row with this color, attaching them without cutting thread, all of them in one stitch, of course, string, I should say, not stitch. Okay, so you can create for sure, definitely 16 of these. That's guaranteed. I'm calculating more or less for the space that I will need. It's about 19, 18, 20, something like that. So all of them are already done, and you should do the flowers first at least. Of course, you could always advance the video and see how many I've done. I don't know if it's going to take part 1 or part 2 because there's quite a bit of little details to it, but I'm sure you will definitely love it. Mind to tell you that this centerpiece could be used also as a tablecloth, depending upon the thread you're using, yarn you're using. If it's thick enough, it could be a tablecloth, or also a middle piece rug for your coffee table, where there's not too much traffic going on. It's just there underneath the table. It's perfect for that, and of course for the table. Okay, so we're going to get started. Here in Portugal, it doesn't go by color, it goes by number. In this case, it just says cream. Okay, these are 4-ply, similar to Aunt Lydia number 3. Aunt Lydia number 3 is a little bit thicker, so your piece will be bigger. And I'm going to use a 2.75 hook, sometimes a 3.5, depending what I'm doing. Okay, so you'll need 8mm beads. I mentioned that on the video of the flowers. Make sure that the little hole in the center is big enough or your thread won't go through. So I'm going to start off with the beige cream color. Okay, let's get started. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. It helps the channel, of course, and please give a thumbs up. It's extremely important. Thank you so much for your love and support. And newcomers, thank you for being here. Okay, let's get started, everyone. So the first thing you want to do is that magic circle. In case you can't do an 8 to 10 chain, you need to leave enough space. We need to do 24 double crochets inside of this magic circle. Okay, so I'm going to secure that with a slip stitch just to hold it there so it won't go anywhere. Come back in with a single and 2 chain. This is my first double crochet. I'm going to continue and create 23 more, total of 24 double crochets. This is row 1. I believe I have done some patterns or some doilies, or even maybe a rug with the same beginning of motive centerpiece. It's very popular. I mean, a lot of you will recognize the pattern. Okay, so I've done my 24 double crochet. I'm going to pull on the magic circle, but I don't want to tight my space too much here. Okay, if I need to do that, I'll do it when I'm more advanced up on some rows. We don't want it to be waving waves like an ocean. So I'm going to come in my second chain from where I started. With a slip stitch. Okay, now I'm going to come back in and do a single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain, because I have a single there. That's almost like a slip stitch or a chain. So if you're used to doing just chains, do a 6 chain. That means 3 for double crochet and 3 for space. Okay, so I'm going to skip the first one right here, coming into the next one. So skip a space, skip a double crochet, and come into the next one with double crochet. 1, 2 chains, skip a space into the next one, double crochet. 1, 2 chain, or if your tension's too tight, you can do a 3 chain to make sure that it's not going to pull. Okay, and if I see that mine is pulling, which it's probably going to pull, so I'm going to do a 3 chain here just to make sure. And normally in any pattern that you create, I mean, you can see already when you're starting, there's no rules for this. You can do extra chain or take out 1 chain if your tension's too loose. Okay, so I'm going to do a 3 chain instead of 2. And please always look ahead of the video, because sometimes changes are made or mistakes are done and we can correct them on the spot. There's always little tricks to fix it. Okay, skip a space, double crochet. 1, 2, 3 chain, skip a space, double crochet. So you should have 12 little squares like this at the end. 1, 2, 3. So I'm doing my 12 little square here. Okay, so single and 2 chain with my first double crochet. I'm going to close it in with slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to come back in the same stitch. This is how I start always my first double crochet and 2 chain. Inside of the 3 chain space, I'm going to create 3 double crochets. 2 and 3, and 1 on top of the double crochet. We're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. 1 on top, 3 inside, 1 on top, 3 inside. This is row 3. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I finished row 3, closed in my second stitch. Remember, I went up single 2 chain, or I should say chain, with a slip stitch. I'm going to come back in and create my single and 2 chain, my first double crochet. So we're going to do 5 double crochets alone. That means 1 per stitch, right on top, and then the 3, and then on top. So 3, 4, 5, and on my 6th one, I'm increasing 2 in the same stitch. Okay, so again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 alone, and 2 in the 6th one. That's our increase. I'll meet you at the end. This is row 4. So I'm going into my last one, which is the 6th, and doing my increase on the same stitch. I'm going to close on the 2nd chain. Okay, so here, as you can see, it's sort of like bending a bit, and this is where you can come in and tighten it up, and then it becomes nice. That's if you did a magic circle. So do an 8 chain for, I guess, people that are doing the chain, so you don't have like a huge hole there on the center. Okay, now we're going to repeat what we did on row 2. going into row 5. So I'm going to come back in again, single, 2 chain, and 3 more first space. So I'm going to skip 1 into the next one, double crochet 1, 2, 3, skip 1 into the next one. So we're basically repeating row 2. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. So I'm doing my last 3 chain. Of course, we have only 1 to skip because we started here and closing it in. Going into row 6, I'm coming inside of the space with a single and 2 chain. That's my first double crochet. Inside of the space, we're creating groups of 3 double crochet into the next one. There's no chain space in between. So we're going to create 3 times the groups of 3 double crochet. On your 4th one, there's an increase, 4 double crochet. Okay, and then 3 groups of 3 double crochet, and then on the 4th one, 4 double crochet. So create 1, 2, 3 groups of 3, and on the 4th one, 4 double crochet. Next, first group of 3 double crochet, second group, 3 double crochet, and my third group of 3 double crochet. On my 4th, I'm doing the increase of 4 double crochet. We're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. 3 times the 3 double crochet, and on the 4th one, 4 double crochet. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, going into row 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Coming back in. Single, 2 chain. 1, 2, 3 chain space. No, sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. So single, 2 chain. That's my first double crochet. Next space. Double crochet. We're going to build groups of 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. Skip. 1, 2, 3 into the 4th. Double crochet and another double crochet. So we're building groups of 2 with 5 chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3 on your 4th. Create the group of 2 double crochet, 1 per space, 1 per stitch. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so pretty much finished doing all my 18 groups of 2 double crochet, and there's 18 squares. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, going into row 8. Now we're going to start to do an increase on the second double crochet. So I did my single, my 2 chain. That's my first double crochet. And on the second one, we're doing 2 together. That's the increase on this row 8. 5 chain stays the same. And then again, 1 double crochet, next space, 2 double crochet in the same stitch. We're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. First double crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets together on the second, 5 chain space. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so finished row 8, going into row 9. We're still going to continue to do the increase on the last double crochet for the next few rows. So single, 2 chain, you can do your 3 chain for your double crochet, however you do it. On my last one, I'm doing the increase of 2 together. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. coming into the next one, 1 double crochet per double crochet, and the increase on my last one. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so finished my row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, going into row 10. Row 10 is no different. The only thing is we're going to do a 4 chain instead of 5. Actually, in the next 3 rows or so. So my first double crochet, still continuing the increase on the last double crochet for the next few rows. On the last one, 2 together. So on this row 10, we have 2, 4, 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. And again, 1 per stitch and 2 on the last double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain, double crochet over double crochet. So row 11, 12 are exactly the same thing. 4 chain, we're just doing the increase at the end. So there's no point of keep recording. So I'll come back to you at the end of row 12. We are on row 10. I'm going to do row 11, which is the next one, 4 chain, and row 12, 4 chain. Okay? Okay, everyone. So I've reached row 12 and 4 chains. I have 3 rows. We left off with a 5 double crochet. Next row, 6 double crochet, and my 12th row, 7 double crochet with 4 chain. Now we're going to continue for the next 3 rows with 3 chain only. Okay? So we're just repeating the same thing again with the increase at the end. So this is row 13. So 13, 14, and 15 will be with 3 chain, always increasing at the end. So I'll meet you at the end of row 15. Here on the last one, 2 double crochet in the same stitch. 1, 2, 3 chain. So for the next 3 rows, we'll do only 3 chain. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of row 15. Okay, everyone, so I completed row 15 with 3 chain, and there's 10 double crochets. So now the next 3 rows, we're still going to continue to do the increase. We're going to do 2 chain only. Okay, so it's exactly the same. The only difference is it's 2 chain, and that's it. And the increase still stays the same. So I've done on my double crochets and 2 on the last one. 1, 2 chain only for the next 3 rows. So row 16, 17, and 18 will be of 2 chains. 3 rows of 2 chains. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of row 18. Okay, everyone, so pretty much done row 18 and did my 3 rows of 2 chains. So it's going to change now. Okay. Going into row 19. So I'm going to come back in again, do my single, and this, because I stretched enough on my single, I'm going to do 1 chain only. But if you're getting used to doing that single 1 chain, you can do the 2. Okay, so I'm going to do a total of 6 double crochets. So I have 2, 3, 4, 1 per stitch, 5, and 6. 2 chain. I'm going to skip 1, 2, and I'm going to come on my third one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and with my increase stays the same, 6. 1 chain space only. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double crochets, 2 chains. Skip 1, 2 on my third one. I restart my group of 6 double crochets again, 1 per stitch. On my last one, I'm still doing the increase. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 chain space only. Okay, so we're going to do this on this row 19 all the way around. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, going into row 20. So I've closed in with slip stitch. I'm going to the next double crochet and I'm going to do a single and 1 chain. It's my double crochet, so I'm stretching it enough to have it done this way. Going to do 3 more double crochets, so a total of 4. We're not working the first double crochet and we're not working the last one. 2 chain. Once we've done our 2 chain, we're coming in the center of this 2 chain space and creating 3 double crochet. We're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. Again, 2 chain, skip the first one, come into the second, and create 4 double crochets, 1 per stitch. We're also not working the last one. 2 chain. We're coming in the center of this 1 chain space and creating 1 double crochet. 2 chain again. Skip the first one. We're just going to repeat again the 4 double crochet. So we're just going to repeat everything what we just did. Not working the first and not working the last. Chain 2 into the center, double crochet. Chain 2, skip the first and do your 4 double crochets. Okay, so we're just going to repeat it all the way around the same way. 4 double crochets, not working the first nor the last. 2 chain, 3 double crochet, 2 chain, skip the first, 4 double crochet, not working the last, 2 chain, and come in the center here and create 2 little blocks. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, going into row 21. So I've closed in with slip stitch. We're not going to work the first one. Coming in the second one, I'm going to come in with my single and 1 chain. That's my double crochet. So we're going to do 1 per stitch, 3 double crochet. Inside of the space, we're going to do 2 double crochet. So total of 5. And 1 chain space into the next space, do 2 double crochet, and we're not working the last one either, so we're going to do 5 double crochet on this side also. Okay, very simple. So again, 1, 2 chain, coming in the center here, 1 double crochet, so we're increasing on the little blocks. 2 chain, into the next one, double crochet, 2 chain, skip the first and go into the second and create those 5 double crochets, 1 per stitch, 2 inside of the chain space here, 1 chain only, and into the next one with 2 double crochet, and then create the other 3, 1 per stitch. So we have the 5 double crochets on this side also. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, going into row 22. So we're not going to work the first double crochet nor the last. I'm coming into the next one. I'm going to stretch a bit my thread, single 1 chain, next stitch. So I'm going to have a total of 9 double crochets here, 1 per stitch. So 3, 4, in the center, 1 only, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. We're going to continue the little blocks, 2 chain, 1 double crochet, 2 chain, 1 double crochet, 2 chain, 1 double crochet, 2 chain. We're going to skip the first one, go into the second. We're going to repeat those 9 double crochets. So we don't work the first, we don't work the last. And 1 double crochet only on the center. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 little blocks. Okay? So 9 double crochet, 1 per stitch, 1 inside of the 1 chain space, and then 1 per stitch again. So we don't work the first double crochet and we don't work the last double crochet. You should have a total of 9 double crochets. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, going into row 23. So we're going to skip the first double crochet and the last. So we're not working on them. Coming in the next stitch, I'm going to stretch a bit and I'm going to stretch a bit again. So single 1 chain. Next stitch, double crochet, next stitch, double crochet. So we're not working the first nor the last. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 double crochets. We're going to continue to create those little blocks. 2 chain, double crochet. 2 chain, double crochet, skipping the first double crochet, going into the second, and create those 7 double crochets. And repeat your 2 chain blocks. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 now. 7 double crochets. 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, going into row 24. Now, here's no different for the next 3 rows. We're just going to not work the first and the last. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double crochets on the next row. Then the row after that, we're not working the first and the last until we have only 1 left. So we have 3 more rows to do before we have only 1 left here in the center. And the The little squares keep increasing, of course, and once, of course, we meet that one in the center, it's going to be a row just of squares, exactly like here. There's no point of keep recording because it is the same thing as we've been doing. We're not working the first double crochet nor the last. Okay, so for the next 3 rows, we're just decreasing on here until we have 1 left. So I'll meet you when I have my 1 left over here. Okay, so next row we're not working the first nor the last. We'll have 3 double crochet, and then the row after that we'll have 1 double crochet. I'll meet you at the end. Okay everyone, so I've done my other 2 rows. Not doing the first double crochet nor the last. This is row 25, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 little squares going into row 26, which is only little squares. As I mentioned to you, we're only going to do 1 double crochet on the center here. So I'm going to come over, stretch, 1 double crochet, 2 chain space. I'm coming in the little block, so we're doing only little blocks all the way around. 2 chain, next space, double crochet, 2 chain, and again 2 chain. So that's all there is to it. And when you get to the 3 double crochets, you do 1 double crochet in the center. We're skipping the first and the last. 2 chain, so we're not working the first, we're going right in the center. 2 chain, and we're not working the last, we're going right in the center. Okay, so little blocks all the way around. Okay everyone, so we've done 26 rows going into row 27. So row 27 we're going to do again all the way around squares. So single, 1 chain, and 2 for space. Coming in, 2 chain space, actually this is wrong, we have to go into the next one. So I'm going to come in the next space with a single, 1 chain, and 2 for space. We're going to continue to do this all the way around the same way. Just little squares again, okay? And I will meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, going into row 28, which is only double crochets. So I'm coming back in where I did my slip stitch, doing my single and my 2 chain this time. Inside of the 2 chain space, we're doing 2 double crochet and 1 on top of the double crochet. So very simple. We have to do this all the way around the same way. 2 double crochet inside of the chain space and 1 on top of the double crochet. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, you guys, so I finished row 28, all my double crochets, 2 inside and 1 on top of the double crochet. Now, I'm not going to cut my thread because I thought the centerpiece would have been a bit smaller, but it's not. It's a bit bigger than what I thought, so I have no idea at this point how many granny squares it's going to take. I've created 19, but I'm sure it's going to take a little bit more. So I don't know how many count I have here. I'm going to leave this thread on. If I need to add a few, then it's easier for me just to take down a few and add a few more in order to have the proper amount. What you can do is you can advance the video. Obviously, I will already have these flowers on and tell you how many we need as flowers and also how many we need to add onto here to increase in order to fit. Now, on the video, the flowers I had demonstrated one row of the granny square. With these ones, I created 2 rows because it would have been too small, not noticeable, the green, if I did only 1 row. So I've created 2 rows of the green, which is, the same thing as creating 1 row. Just continue on the second row. So the second row, obviously you have 2 groups of 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3 space of 1 chain. Okay, so now to add these flowers on, we're using only 1 thread and we're adding as we're going. And this is the fun part about these flowers. Okay, so obviously I'm going to start after my thread here, because if I need to take down, well, I don't want no flowers to be blocking it, right? So what you want to do is create your however you start. And we're going to do 3 double crochet on the shell here on the corner. We'll only complete the shell when we're done all of the flowering inside. So I did my single, my 2 chain. For some of you that already have seen a few patterns that I've created of this know what I'm talking about. For the newcomers, thank you for being here, and I guess you'll learn something new today. Okay, so I'm going to do 1 chain, cut this little thread. I got threads, flowers, all kinds of things all over the place. Of course, my scissor ain't helping. It's going blind on me. So we'll only complete the granny once we have all the flowers in. This side's going to be open until we come around it to complete it. So 1 chain space only. Come into the next one and do your 3 double crochets. 1 chain into the next space. 3 double crochets, and I'm using the same color as the pattern, obviously. One chain. I'm coming in my shell and I'm going to create my 3 double crochet, 1 chain. Okay, you guys, so I have to start mine here because I don't know the count in case I need to take it down, but obviously when you forward the video, you already know you can start pretty much anywhere. So I'm coming in back with back, so you can start anywhere, because if you fast forward, you'll know how much count you'll need of this, right, of the double crochet. And I've done a single, and then coming back in to complete my double crochet, my 3 double crochet. Now I'm going to do 1 chain. I'm going to count, not the one that I'm hooked on already, 1, 2, 3. On my 4th one, I'm doing a single, coming back in. So my single is like a 1 chain space, let's say. Got thread wrapped all over me. And create your 3 double crochets, 1 chain. Again, coming in the back, not counting the one you hooked. 1, 2, 3 on your 4th one. 3 more double crochet, 1 chain, again 1 2 3 on my 4th one, one chain, 1 2 3 on my 4th one, coming and doing my shell, 3 double crochet, 1 chain only, and on this 1 2 3 on my 4th one, single. So this single represents my chain, like giving 2 chains on that shell. Okay, complete my shell with 3 double crochet. So I have my first one hooked, and it's 1 2 3 4 5 6 times. Okay, now this will always stay open here until we put all the flowers, we come around to complete it. Now you'd hold on, I was getting anxious to put the other one on. Okay, 1 chain now. Coming on the next space, I'm going to complete this side of the pattern. The first one is always only one that we hook on. The second one we're going to hook on like an, and the third, and so on until the end, like an L shape as we go. So only for the first one it's hooked on one side only. So 1 chain space, 3 double crochet, 1 chain, 3 double crochet. Now when we come to this corner shell, we are doing only 3 double crochet like we did here. We will only complete it once we finish putting all of the flowers in. So 3 double crochet. We don't complete the shell. Now you come in with your flower faced up properly. Come in your shell directly, no chain, no nothing, and 3 double crochets only on the shell. Okay, we'll only complete it when we come around. So now we're going to work attaching to the flower. So back to back, no chain space, because we're doing a single on the first little 1 chain we have there. And then we're coming into the next one and create our 3 double crochets. This is how it's added, only by 1 string without cutting anything and tucking in loose ends. It's just phenomenal. Into the next one, single. So you're back with back. Then come into the next one, the front one, and complete your 3 double crochet. Into the back, into the front, your 3 double crochet, into the last one here, and into the shell. Now this shell will be attached in the same space as the other shell that we attached the flower. So 3 double crochet, 1 chain. I'm going to come in where I have the other shell in from the flower in the same space, single. So we have both shells attached on the same stitch. So single, and then complete your shell. This is the 2 shells only we complete is the ones that we're attaching here on the pattern. Again, 1 chain, skip, we're not touching the one that has the shells. 1 2 3 on the next one, on the 4th, come in, and do your 3 double crochets.